This looks like a good place for someone to hide.
Wow. Okay. This is a cool environment. Honestly, that is one thing I'm looking forward to in this game. Potentially a bit more sort of seeing stuff from the old world, getting to spend time in places that look a bit more like this. So almost like The Last of Us, but even like another couple of 100 years further ahead kind of thing. It could be very interesting. So yes, of course, we've always got the luscious sort of outdoor stuff. But I think one of the things I would say is a lot of the indoor facilities look the same because it's all this sort of 2040, 2060s technology. Whoa, I can do that. Oh shit. I think I just... Oh, okay. Well, I was not expecting that. So yeah, some of the interior bits like the labs and the research facilities and stuff, they can be a bit samey. But we can get some more unique and interesting looking environments like this, I guess, so... So it could be interesting.
If you give up now,
So we're going to be hearing something here.
in his shadow, he will find strength. I say we kill the line. Take on a whole garrison. Won't be easy.
We don't know Larvik's dead.
He hasn't shown at the rendezvous point, so either that fool guard killed him, or he's lost his nerve.
We'll just have to blast our way through the gates.
And then what? Rayad was our only link to Vezra, and now he's dead too.
We'll track Vezra if we have to. But first we have to get past Baron Light. Next change of guard, we go in fast and loud.
Wow,
Conover was right.
he was.
I have to stop them before they hurt anyone else.
Oh, what?
What if Loravik talked and they know we're coming?
What if I stick this knife down your throat?
Save it for the heresy crowd.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. If we just do this from the shadows.
What?
Alright, get over here. Oh, we jumped over it. Whoa, that's impressive. There you go. Wow, the way he just jumped over my trap, that's impressive. I thought I was being smart. Ah. Go. I can't survive a shot to the face.
Die, Outlander!
Ah, it's another bow and arrow guy. Did we get them all? I was trying to have some fun with the tripcaster. I almost never use that stuff, so I was trying to do a bit more of a showcase of the stuff we have, but I didn't get to do it. Can I dismantle those? I can, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do I get them back if I do that?
It's her!
Okay, here we go. No, these guys are smart.
They need help!
Yeah, when you got the momentum, it's not so bad.
I'm not sure there's more on that side. I better be careful.
Whoa. Okay, the lieutenant has some stuff.
And don't come back, right?
Oh, I get to go over and beyond my normal HP. That's cool. Whoa. Easy does it. The Shadow Carja. Damn it. Oof. Okay, that was a good shot.
And that takes care of that.
What
It
is
sounds
this?
like there's more Eclipse beyond the Daunt. If this Rayad was their only link to them, he might have a focus. He could tell me where they are.
Okay. So you can see in stuff like this why it's a good idea to learn a bit more melee. I do think that kind of stuff's going to be a bit more relevant in this game. They won't go to all that trouble to try and teach you all these new melee moves if it was for nothing. So before I head into there... Darkened Sun. We are the Eclipse, elite of the Shadow Carja. We did as Hades, the buried shadow, commanded. We followed the prophecy that High Priest Bahavas foretold. We wore the relics of the Old Ones, allowing us to share whispers across the Sundom. We raised an army of ancient machines to lay siege to the traitors who had stolen our holy city of Meridian. All for naught. The accursed Nora Huntress slew our leaders and brought the buried shadow low. What are the faithful to do when the prophecy fails them? But perhaps it has not. Bahavas spoke of a cosmic cycle cut short by the murder of the true Sun King Jiran. The world cast in shadow, the wheel of time broken, an unending day under a darkened sun. What if this period of prophecy is not yet complete? What if the buried shadow was not a deliverer, but only a harbinger? If this is true, our mission hasn't ended, it has barely begun, and it could very well be that the West, land of the setting sun, is where true power lies. Yeah, so these guys might be coming back to feature in a more prominent way, or we're already going to stamp out whatever little remnants of them are left. We'll have to see. Okay, anything else? Last trap, smoke gone. We'll stick with the health potion for now. Okay, I have enough to craft some of these if I want. I'm gonna have some just as a backup. I'll use this still. Right. I didn't even realize we were back outside. We've got the fireflies too. Tsushima vibes. Again, that's why I loved the photo mode so much. You could literally activate like the firefly animation so you could get them to appear in whatever area you wanted. And just be buzzing around while you wanted to take photos. Just brilliant. Something purple here.
Stuff for the stash. I'm guessing that's Rayad.
Oh, nice.
Blood trail must have been his. He bled out trying to get here. I was right. Rayad has a focus.
Loyal Eclipse. If you're seeing this, it means you've left the Sundom in search of something to follow. Your journey is almost over. Follow the sun beyond the gates of barren light, and bask in the gloam of future conquest. A new empire awaits.
I'll have to pay this Vezra a visit and crush his new Eclipse empire before it begins. There's coordinates here, up past Barren Light.
Okay, so I guess the quest from there, it continues on.
Ryad's mask should be enough to prove Conover's innocence. I better take it back to Barren Light.
Okay, yeah, so this is a bit of a longer kind of quest. Okay, return to Conover. Is there anything left here? I don't think so. We got the glider now too, right? Can we glide down? Actually, while I'm here, I should continue on to this bit. I can't place a waypoint. That means like it's not possible. Let me just see. I might die here, but I could... Yeah, okay. So I'm going to try to do my first proper glide. This isn't where I should have done it, but... Okay. There you go. Yes. This is such a great addition. Yes, you could say that they pretty much lifted it directly off Breath of the Wild. And I'm sure it's not the first ever game to have it, but it's one of these where it's like, honestly, I don't care.
Eclipse back in Meridian. I thought that'd be the end of it. Guess I was wrong.
But it's just one of those things where I don't really care if it's got the idea from another game, as long as it's implemented something that's useful, especially for a game this big with this many mountains and hills and that kind of stuff. It's definitely a good idea, I think. So I'm glad it's here. I'm sure we'll be making use of it. I don't know how much you can upgrade it, but it definitely seems like a good feature. I just want to check the photo mode vibes here for a sec. One thing you can't do, I think, is you can't change the weather either, which is another shame, I think. It would have been nice. It's like I can't get rid of those clouds, I can't generate... Ah, you can create a time lapse with the... Okay, that's fair enough. So everything else stands still and you can at least make the sky move? I mean, the clouds don't move. So it's a bit of a weird one. It's a time lapse, but things that should be moving, like the clouds, are stuck. Normally, if you do a time lapse here, at the very least, the clouds should be on the move. It's definitely interesting. I mean, I say this rarely, but I think those clouds are a little bit too... Yeah. Okay. So the photo mode is a little bit of a step up from the first game, but still definitely not the best one that I played. I mean, Tsushima is just a hard act to follow. That game was so heavily focused on like aesthetic. Maybe even to a fault to some people, I think, but for me it just hit a lot of the right notes. Where's that campfire? Might as well activate that. I can fast travel then, can't I? That would help. That's a good one to find. And I'm not too far from this bit now. Cool. I've been curious about this for a few hours. I finally get a chance to see what it's about. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to shoot it with. Sorry. But before it got away... I think if there's new...
Stash this away for later.
If there's new wildlife, I've got to start taking it out. I think I don't need any more ball
What's
stuff.
back here?
For now. Definitely improving my metal shard stash as well, which I think was needed. Nice. close now. Yeah. There's a little camp here.
Looks like this camp was abandoned a while ago.
Might find something interesting though, maybe like data points or something rare. But I do think in general they've done a better job of making you want to explore and making it feel more organic.
An old Karja watchtower. Maybe I should check it out.
I mean, I didn't mind the exploring, of course, in the first game anyway, but this one, it feels like they've taken it up a notch. But I am surprised at how many medicinal berries there are. I mean, already there's like nearly 100 in my stash now. I haven't had to work that hard to get them. They're everywhere. Maybe when you up the difficulty, there's less of them. The game has a way of minimizing supplies like that. Right. How do we get up this thing? Right, we can start with this. This is going to be a view and a half. You got this. Oof. Yeah, that's a jump.
This tower is barely holding together.
Yeah, if this was Uncharted, that tower would definitely fall by the time we were done with this.
Some kind of device. The metal reflects the sun. To send a signal? There's barren light. And the Forbidden West beyond it. Looks like some kind of lens. Guess I'll keep it for later.
Yeah, so we ain't gonna come all this way to not have some photo mode action here. Yeah, that looks cool. Let me have a look around the entire place. There's this one bit that I see that looks like it almost has these like floating rocks or mountains or whatever they are. I can't wait to get to that bit. It's going to be really cool. The way that it jumps from 16mm to 40mm just doesn't make sense to me. And precision mode doesn't seem to make much difference. I would have figured that I can change the focal length to my own. Again, it's a strange one. Like, I don't know why. Like, what do they gain from not letting me pick 24mm? Like, 24mm is a fairly standard wide-angle lens, so I don't know. That's a little bit weird. But yeah, a mix of that plus not being able to change the weather, I think, is probably the two biggest things. Maybe there'll be updates in the future where you can change weather in photo mode. Sometimes you've got to remember that this is launch day, and some games can definitely get a decent amount of patching over the first few years. But yeah, at the moment I think there's just too much fog and stuff to truly get immersed. It's a bit better now. Yeah, and you lose a lot of detail because of the overexposure. Like now it's starting to look better. But I'd have to say I am a bit unhappy with jumping from 16 to 40. That's what I thought precision mode was for. I thought with that you get to choose like... It's very weird. I don't like it. It doesn't even have 35. Like 35mm is one of the most iconic, most commonly used focal lengths of all time. It's very, very strange. Okay. Now that I'm done with this bit, I think I can head back towards Barren Light. I want to see how we do with the glider here. This seems a perfect spot to do some gliding. The way she kind of looks a little bit shaky on it as well is super cool. But yeah, this is I think a good time to try some photo mode too. This actually looks pretty cool. I like this one. So I mean, I guess if you want to, you can create a little bit of this kind of stuff. So I can hide the UI here. And you can sort of make your own little time-lapse cinematography thingies here, potentially. I don't know if once you're done, does it rotate? I'll skip ahead here. I just want to see if you can create like a full loop and it just keeps going. Okay, now some of the clouds are starting to move, but they have a pretty unique interpretation of the time lapse. I mean, this is dope. In general, it looks super cool. I'm definitely enjoying that. But I just want to see if it loops round to a new... Yeah, so you can do like pretty much an entire day time lapse here, which is really nice. Okay, I think we're done. I'm going to exit photo mode now. Let's go. Yeah, got to remember to... Whoa. But yeah, this is a great way to travel. This is what I mean. Imagine previously if you didn't have a fast travel, for example, and you had to try and get back to Barren Light. It would be a pain. And it seems like it just goes on forever, pretty much. Like, you don't have to worry about it running out. So obviously in Breath of the Wild you had your stamina gauge, and when it ran out you had to stop gliding. So that's awesome. Okay, I'm really glad I did that side quest. That was a nice sort of introduction to the session for me. And well, to be honest, I guess it continues beyond, and I think I can just head straight out there and get on with it. I've had my dose of questing and exploring now. That isn't related to the main story, at least. That's what I mean, like, it's so interesting the way people play these games so differently. Like, to me right now, I'm itching now that I've done this as well, I've got to get out there now. But there will be people that will be like, yeah, just forget all of that, I'm going to go in, I'm going to do all of the machine strikes here, I'm going to go to the melee pit, I'm going to do all the side quests, I'm going to go find this guy's frying pan, I'm going to do the melee pit. And it's just like, yeah, I'm just going to spend another 5 hours here and just do everything before I move on. Like, for me, that... At the moment, right now, that just seems like there's no freaking way I would want to do that. But that's what makes it so interesting. Everyone just has their own way of tackling these games. And for some people, they'd already be like 3 hours ahead of where I am because they're just completely pushing on with the story. I mean, I know people that deliberately just put it onto easy mode and basically only do main quests to finish the game and to experience the story as quickly as possible. So it's just a massive spectrum.
Look alive, soldier. She's back.
Aloy! Did you find anything?
Eclipse fugitives were camped out on the other side of the forest. And they were getting ready to fight their way through Barren Light. You just helped save a lot of lives.
Aloy, you know I believe you. But the other officers, they may not be convinced by your words alone.
If they need proof, show them that. And tell them this man risked his life to expose and eliminate an Eclipse spy.
Huh. I guess you are his savior. Congratulations, soldier. You're a free man. I'll have you out of there before sunfall. I'll make sure this gets to the right people.
That's it then. The end of the Eclipse.
Almost. The trespassers you mentioned, the ones who got through Barren Light weeks ago, their leader's dangerous. And he's out there, in the Forbidden West, building up an army.
Sun and Shadow, you're going out there to stop him, aren't you?
I'm gonna try.
I want to help. I can fight.
I know you can. But you've been through a lot. Once you're out of that cell, you should enjoy your freedom. You've earned it.
Take them out, Savior.
Okay, there you go. Shadow from the Past. That's like my first proper side quest that I've completed. And I got a bunch of skill points because I leveled up to level 9 as well. Nice. Yeah, that leads to obviously the next quest in which you can try and take out that leader. Just want to see...
Sorry, the shop is closed for now.
Where? That sucks. Yeah, so there was an outfit I couldn't buy previously that I want because it's like a next level up. So I do want that in my inventory.
Card your armor to protect and to play.
Cool. Ah, I still don't have the thing that I need. Yeah, we haven't fought a Skydrifter yet, so fair enough. Okay.
Another day, perhaps.
Cook food, machine, beginner, campfire. Yeah, I'll just quickly check the workbench. I've got a few more things. Maybe I can get an upgrade or two. And then we're heading out to the Forbidden West. Okay. Can I get to level 3 on any of these? No, I need to borrow a shell. Fine. Bristleback tusk. Wow, it's orange. I don't know if that's a higher tier than purple. I can get this one. I think I might go for this, actually. So I can do that one. Then I've got Shock Warrior Bow. Try silver. Yeah, it's a shame you have to get to tier 3 to get any slots, but I'll upgrade this one. And I think that already takes me out of upgrading anything more. Yeah. Okay. Also, quickly want to check the pouch upgrades. What do I need for the next one again? I need a squirrel bone. So that's something I've got to try and hunt. Sorry, not the trap pouch. I want this one. So horned lizard and goose feather. Okay. At least it's only one of each. This one. I need 2 raccoon hides for that. You see, this could be useful, so I've got to try and take out some more raccoons as well. Light arrow. And jay feather. Wow, okay. Jays are small, man. Boar bone. Okay, so I've got to try and... I think the most important one is probably raccoon and squirrel. It's probably raccoon for now. Okay, I am officially done with this area. I was thinking about the machine break thing, and if I do continue to play, I think it's one of those things that's not influenced at all by Aloy's level or equipment or anything like that. So if I ever do want to become a machine strike master, I can go ahead and do that, I think. So I can do that basically whenever I want is the point. So I think that should be fine. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, there's a billion things to do, so I'm just going to focus on the quest again. But first I'll go to this bit, and then from here move on to Cinnabar Sands. Tallneck. Let's go. Forbidden West, here I come. Wait, didn't I already... I swear I searched these guys already. Okay, we'll take any shards we can get. Where's for me? Right. Let's go. I think we'll go straight down the middle to start. And just see what happens once we arrive. At this stage I'm going to stop picking up anything that's not directly on my path, that for which the prompt already appears, because it's going to take forever otherwise. Ah, this was the bit where they wanted me to use the glider, right? Yeah, honestly the glider works better here. It does show a path actually, but I mean, let's just try it. You guys have already seen plenty of gliding time, and you will see plenty more. Okay, there was a path. But even around here, now that we're in like the drier, more barren parts of the world, still they're injecting a lot of color, even with the blight. So it stops it all kind of just looking yellow, brown, dry.
I can grab this from my stash later.
Obviously you need some areas like that too, but in general I prefer the splashes of color.